Tensions high in the Middle East as fears of Iran's retaliation strike against Israel continue to grow. The U.S. Embassy is warning all Americans to leave Lebanon. The State Department is also raising the security threat level to do not travel. And several international airlines are suspending flights to and from Lebanon and Israel. This comes as the Pentagon is deploying warships and fighter jets to that region. And the United Kingdom's Royal Air Force is putting transport helicopters on standby. Joining me now to help break it all down is NewsNation senior national security contributor, retired Air Force Lieutenant General Richard Newton. Sir, good morning.
Good morning, Nick. Always good to be with you.
Good to have you here, too, sir. You know, we get so worried when we see things like this, and I think that it helps for you to help assuage the fears of those at home who are trying to figure out exactly what's happened. Is this not a question of if, but when Iran will actually strike, and what will it mean to us here at home?
Well, Nick, I think the next several hours or perhaps the next few days, it's very critical. It's a very dangerous time where I believe we're going to see unfold an escalation of conflict, if you will, between Israel and Iran. There's Prime Minister Netanyahu met with his national security team and his senior commanders last night. And so Iran certainly is poised right now on multiple fronts with its proxies being Hezbollah to the north in Lebanon, Hamas in Gaza, the Houthis in northern Yemen and so forth, and from Iran to presumably strike back at Israel. And so this is the highest tension I've seen since that Hamas slaughtered those 1,200 people back on October 7th. So high alert. The United States is responding also. President Biden will meet in the White House situation room with his national security team, as well as he is dispatching a United States Air Force F-22 squadron. He's going to move the aircraft carrier, the Abraham Lincoln, into the region as well. So all eyes are certainly on Israel, Iran right now.
And General Newton, break that down. Even though they have deployed those fighter jets, that does not mean that there will actually be American boots on the ground.
I don't anticipate American boots on the ground, but I do anticipate at sea our men and women, from our naval forces as well as our air forces, much like we saw on April 13th when Iran, from three different directions, launched 320 or so ballistic missiles and drones against Israel. But nonetheless, it's the U.S. is bolstering our position, by the way, not only to support Israel, but also to protect. We have 40,000 troops in the Mideast. We also have approximately 2,500 in Iraq. We've got about 900 in Syria, 3,000 in Jordan. So right near that conflict area, it's very critical that we protect certainly our men and women in uniform and U.S. assets, as well as those who are serving in diplomatic posts.
And I'm glad you said that, General Newton, because people often think just Israel, but we have troops throughout that region. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is warning Israelis that challenging days lie ahead. General Newton, how do you expect Iran and its proxies will actually retaliate?
Well, we don't specifically know how they will, but here's my anticipation. Number one, I would expect from the air with ballistic missiles as well as drones, perhaps even more significant than we saw back on April 13th. And that was just over a course of hours. I think you could probably see this more over a course of days where Iran would try to strike from the air. I believe that also they could strike using some of their naval assets. They could perhaps take, at least put in harm's way some of Israel's infrastructure. You could also see them activate some of their intelligence or their special ops forces for very unique and small scale assassination attempts. But we don't have many specifics right now because Iran is really much like they did back on April 13th, where they kind of indicated what they're going to do, that we have no indication right now. One other thing I may add, Nick, it's, we've just been focusing on Iran, but I believe Israel, if Israel has an opportunity with indications and warnings of an attack by Iran, they could also do a preemptive strike before Iran strikes. And so I'm watching out for that. Again, the next 24 to 96 hours are critical.
And in the background of all of that, still those trying to negotiate the release of those hostages who are still being held by Hamas and who include Americans. Senior National Security Contributor Richard Newton, thank you so much, sir.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.